Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Newton say make Governor Wike of Rivers State join hand with Peter Obi to take save Nigeria. Make I leave you, make you hear from Comrade Newton the message we bring come today. Enjoy the video.
Good everyone, all the patriots. God bless you all richly. God bless you, all the patriots. Please, if you are watching this very broadcast, whenever you come across this very video, please, there are vital information in there that you need to share to your loved ones. So God bless you all richly. Please, let's begin to do what we know how to do best. Our own is to make sure we cause divine liberations for this very generation, so that the next generation will not also suffer the same thing that we are suffering today. Please, if you are watching, do not hesitate to share this very broadcast as you do that. God bless you in a hurry. It is time for us to do the needful. It is time for every one of us to do the needful. Please share this very broadcast. There is some certain things we want to be relaying to our political leaders, to our brothers and sisters at home. Happy Sunday to you all. A wonderful Sunday from here. I hope you guys have enough, a good time today banding demons. Because that's what Nigerian churches know how to do. It's always a spiritual problem. Thank God right now we have outgrown that. We'll find out different way we can be able to do things that God likes. Please, if you are watching, don't hesitate to share. It just was now. You got to 30 something, they are bringing it down again. Please, with massive sharing and your love and like, we can also help this very video. We want to be sending a wonderful message across to our political leaders, even the young politician. But I tried to put Wike there because I see there is a sense why Wike have to join his brother. He really want to save Nigerians. He really Wike aspiration to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as he's already promised that within 6 months he's going to stop banditry. Yeah, it's good. Right now, you can no longer do it from your party. I think there is a sense why PDP and APC should be dead and buried by every one of us. Because if you check up these political parties, they are the ones that put us in this mess. They have been ruling since 1999 Constitution. And nothing is working, and nothing can ever come out from these very particular parties. And our brothers and sisters who are still entangling themselves, saying I'm APC member, I just felt they don't really know what they are doing. And they does not mean well for the country. Or they don't even mean well for themselves. Because the environment they are creating right now, there is a way it's also going to haunt them tomorrow. If you allow banditry and insecurity to become order of the day, what about the day you throw out with your children and you are being attacked? What happened then? That's why I told us the other day over Rochas Okorocha, how EFCC went to his house without court order. And Rochas Okorocha are part of the people who created this very system that we are suffering today. So to avoid story that touch, I think all Igbolites should forget about their political differences or their political affiliation and come together and join Peter Obi in whichever way they can. You know, there are so many ways to eat the yam. Either you are going to cook it, or you will roast it. That's why I've told you before now that solving Nigerian problem, we have to use different kind of equations. Some might be using almighty formula. Some might be using quadratic equation. Some may be using simultaneous equation. It all depends on how you come. But for me, I choose to always use almighty formula, where Jehovah every, Jehovah remote controller, Jehovah Mekediske, you know, Jehovah Udegboto can always come in, you know, and change things, you know. So as I'm doing my sharing from you, also do your own from your end, so that we do this together immediately. We need to do this together, frankly speaking, immediately. Please, joke aside, if we miss it now, it is never again. If we miss it now, and for those of us that don't know what's happening, the trumpet is not going to become and be feasting president for you. You have to, you know, also be on the field, so that you don't just come as if you doesn't know what you are doing, or later at the end of the day you don't value it. I know there is a new life that is coming. It is not going to be as business as usual. We are going to be having quantum election. You are going to be having quantum financial banking. You are going to be having quantum physics. You are going to be having quantum medical system, whereby we are going to be having medibeds, you know, for those people that are sick, any incurable sickness you feel cannot be cured. So there is medibed already prepared when the trumpet sound, then to better our life. But there are a lot of things we need to do on our own. That's why I always come out here to give us those messages, so that we don't say we were not aware of it. So that we will not say tomorrow we were not aware of it. So whatever it takes to make sure we keep on disseminating any information to you, we will always do it. Please, if you are watching, do not hesitate to share this very broadcast. This is the kind of broadcast we need at this very point in time. We need it. And there's a way it's going to help us. Like me right now, instead of me coming out to go and carry ballot box, I want to do election. Why not just bring down myself, forget about my ego, and you know, and join effort or join my momentum with somebody that have the same like mass like me. So, and also so worry also should leave all these Doni. It's not going to work. If you really want to save Nigeria, you must not have to be president. Join hand with Peter Obi. Then Wike should join with Peter Obi. That's the only way we can defeat. If we really don't like what APC and PDP have been doing, they are the ones that ruin our lives. So that's why any youth that you see say he's saying APC and PDP, don't know that youth, there's something wrong with his brain. He have a brain fag. Because under normal condition, a normal person should not be praising such party. Because these same people, they put us in this very mess we are today. They put us in this state of gadaga. They put us in this state of political jeopardy. They put us in this state of win-win. So what we do right now, we have to follow wherever Peter Obi go, we have to go with him. That's why people like us, we don't campaign for party. When we are campaigning for Obaseki, we figure out Obaseki, even when he's going to shit the whole country to go and contest, will also help. So the people that have been tied to party, it will be difficult for them to support Peter Obi. But if we come out in a neutral ground to say, okay, now we've already know that Peter Obi have good mind towards his people. He's a visionary leader. He's a visionary. He can solve Nigerian problem. Forget about what the rest people are saying. Atiko can't do anything because they have been there before. So the thing is just that maybe they are coming to come and Atiko and Buhari at the same time they look them. So, and we should try, being that by the grace of God now, Peter Obi is already in a new party. So it's an opportunity for every one of us. Even when we are saying Labour Party, we say with all our heart. Because for me, I always look at it as disgusting for me to start still campaigning for somebody that is in PDP. So it's as if, no, we don't really know what we are doing. And right now he's in a new party, we should follow suit. We should follow him if we want a better life. So let us not take decisions that we took before. He landed us in a state which I call a state of resonantia magnetica. So we have been able to survive these very 8 years. We don't want more 8 years of suffering. Another 16 years again, another 8 years, plus this your age, you are gone. All hope is lost then. another 8 years plus this your age. If Rochas or Korocha, if it is sensible, he should go and join his brother. He should go and join the brother. They need to remove politics. So now we want to really know the people who want Nigeria to go forward, particularly all these youth. Please share this video with Sowore. I know say Sowore they already film purpose where when America cannot fit go anywhere. He should go and join Peter Obi. If you know what he's doing, he should forget about his ego. All you any winner that is dead on arrival. May go join Peter Obi. More not to split ourselves. So for me, anything I felt is going to work out, particularly when you get the inner conviction. Then what you do, you support it. What you do, you support it. So if we are not going to do that, that is to say we are sowing down a bad seed. If we are not going to do that from our mind, that is to say we are sowing down a very bad seed. My next prayer is that God help each and every one of us so that we will be able to do the needful. That's my next prayer. And I also want all Igbolites to stand up and support their brother. And there are different ways we can only get our freedom. There are different ways we can only split the country. Maybe if we elect Peter Obi, at least killings automatically, marginalization, exploitation is gone. Then from there we'll come to a round table. If Atiku is also there, this is how you are going to keep on killing yourself. The people you expect they are going to cut the country right now, they may be having the mind of cutting it in the future. Not how you want it. Particularly now, the Apple people, we don't even know what they are agitating for. This one will cut this one will cut this one. So the angel of the Lord have come several times. He doesn't really know what we really needs. The angel of the Lord have appeared several times. We does not really know what we need because we are fighting ourselves. So there is a sense why we must have to vote and elect Peter Obi. So Wike should forget about his ego and call his own brother. That's the only way Wike's sins can be forgiven. I know one time he denied that he was another Igbo person just to please the federal government of Nigeria. And now they're not already pushing it for air now. Look at the billions of naira he spends. Imagine you are campaigning and I'm the one that can get the ticket. You have not really bring out something tangible from your own mind. And so we've seen a man who during this tenure in the governor. Yeah, I like people that know what's called leadership. It's not all about you are going there. Did you really have the sense of human? That's what matters. There's one thing going there. Another thing is that did you really have the sense of human? Do you know what leadership is all about? There are people today, even in our day-to-day life, they are pomposity, and you cannot work with them. So we don't want those kind of people. You can never work with them. Their pomposity is highly inflammable. So let's try as much as we can to make sure that we use this very opportunity to elect the kind of leader that we want. If we miss it now, it's gone. If we miss it, it's gone. Thank God a lot of you know that I'm not a politician. I will not even wait for any person that know Peter Obi to call me. I'm not that kind of a person. So we are seeing it that that's the only person right now. We have evaluated it. And the gods of our land, I guess, that's whom they are also choosing. Gov Nyesom Wike should join his brother Peter Obi to save Nigerians. What you are showing matters a lot. No matter how long you have been in church, you go nowhere with this, your dubious character. You know, a lot of people feel when they call themselves Christians, then it now becomes a criteria for them to live good lives. A lot of people feel when anytime, because they identify themselves in the fake body of Christ, they feel that their life is more meaningful than people who do not even attend church. It is not how far, but how well. The most important thing is that, I think Benin always say, Echo Iyayi. It is the kind of mind you have towards people, just because, like what I'm saying right now. Every reasonable person should drop his ego. Every reasonable politician who really want Nigeria to go forward. Like people like Rochas Okorocha. If Rochas Okorocha wants his sin to be forgiven, immediately be that it is lawful for you to decamp to hell and discamp to heaven. So they equally decamp. See how you can save your people. Because these very leaders, even not for Una the Kanu, who are really done well to make sure that Biafra agitation is up to like this. Now you are a governor, you are not intended to save your people. At times, it is very dehydrating to see people we call leaders, to see people who want to die for. At the end of the day, they don't mean well for you. That's why when I'm talking about leadership, it grieves my heart. The way the Bible also explains leadership. Is it like that in your Bible, the way you are seeing it? That's why a lot of people today, they've sown bad seed in their society that they will keep on reaping it. Do you know today, the kind of seed we sow in our society is what we are reaping? You and I'm not exempted. Now, what have we been able to sow? We have been able to keep on sowing seed that when they germinate, they bring up all manner of fruit that you cannot even eat. Now, this is my first time of choosing a president. A lot of you will be surprised today. I've chosen a governor, and today we are really seeing the effectiveness of the governor, despite the fact that he did what I don't like about the Zetacro. That's the only problem I have with him. As we speak, he's one of the best governors in Nigeria. He won the award. The award is there. That is to say, I've chosen a governor. It's time for me now to also choose president. And you yourself, it's time for you now to also choose president. So we need to send these same people who have been choosing president for us to the state of political oblivion. And we got to send them. It's by you standing up, begin to criticize all what they do. Begin to bring out points from the kind of life they are believing. You cannot expect. Tiger and Lion was the one that gave us Buhari. Today they are enjoying it. They have money in their pocket. None of them, their wife is not killed, their friend is not killed. They have guns. Now it's not left for you now, based on who you are, also select the kind of leader that will suit your personality. They have been electing this leader. So it's the first time of me electing a president. That this is the kind of president I want. Maybe this is the time God Almighty also wants every one of us to speak out. So that we know the value. When the real person now come, we begin to see the value. If you take it today now, till the whole world is lamenting. When Donald Trump, despite the fact that the virus was everywhere, the Korokoro was everywhere, for 1 year plus, that man was able to curtail it. Ever since the one you voted for came, don't you see what we are facing today right now? So it has not been easy. So it is time for me to choose the kind of leader I want. No, you yourself from your own perspective also choose the kind of leader you want. So don't say because you follow one person, because you are going to be seeing some Efulefu now. They will never support Peter Obi. They will never say anything good about Peter Obi. Do you know why? Because those ones, they believe in their party. They believe on the money they are going to get to them. They believe on the house they are going to build from the campaign. So they're not saying. And that's why my earnest prayer for them is that any society they sow down, and if they sow down killing of innocent people, they will use their own head and their children and their wife head to pay. Because if we are not very drastic enough, if we are not sophisticated in our languages that we are going to be using in this very whole thing, people will want to do the same thing they used to do before. They will give you any leader. So far, how many million can get to their hand during campaign? When they were electing Buhari, I was supporting Sowore. A lot. We were in Take It Back. We spent our hands money. Despite the fact that I was on media campaigning, I was still doing my donations. The records are there. I know amount I pay in Edo Secretariat. But Sowore did not fund anything we were doing in Edo. About 150 million, he said he realized. Not even 1 cent more come to Edo. Say, okay, now this is from federal. When we are debating, please let us try and have a boss. The continuity of this office matters a lot. None of them listen. If they are watching me right now, they should be aware of my blood right from time. But right now, AAC is not in Edo State. So we shouldn't start bringing those things in. If Peter Obi is in Labour Party, every one of us should join him. If Peter Obi is in Labour Party, if Peter Obi is in OU or OAU, every one of us should join him. That's what we are supposed to do. So I know, because it's been an odoye or wabun. If I see you say they carry flag, take it, my dear, na Peter Obi. Because you and me and some people, we are going to be having social media bully because we can let's go for what we can achieve, please. We need to go for what we can be able to achieve. That's sacrosanct. So playing politics with our life most of the time, it's time for politics is gone. We should put politics aside and let's face policy. So the same people who gave us Buhari today, they are enjoying. The same people that gave us Buhari makes you not to stop to stop farming. But today you are not insulting them. You always come here, and this boy English, he just use he for she. I'm not the one that voted Buhari. When Kabaka were going to live in Edo, I think he one of whether Benue or Bonu side, he carried talks. He want to go and re-elect the election for Buhari. Most of you that is snapping picture with him today, as if he have done well. What president did he give you? He gave you a president that will stop you from going to farm. So earlier the better more they talk and CP, because what you are sowing today, you are going to reap it. And thank God today, right now, every one of us is wise. We know how to channel our prayers. For as many people that want to deliberately start giving us wicked leader, if not that's how you answer. That's why after this thing, let's remove politics. Me, I'm not waiting for anybody to call me a Bapita. Nobody have even called me a Bapita Obi. Nobody have called me. But it is good. We have suffered enough. Enough of this bullshit. Enough of we coming out, trying to do something. If you see that this person have the same ideology with you, join him. That's why nobody have not supported. Today I'm in prison with Nnamdi Kanu. I was also in prison with Sowore before he becomes stupid. I was also in prison with him. None of them I have not joined. None of them have not joined. Why? Because I felt that the ideology, then the principio estaba bien. That ideology is very fine, you know. So we should leave our differences aside. We should leave our differences. Let's support better government. At least the man we have saw his capability is the ex-governor of Anambra State. We saw, I think he leave almost about 70-something billion. 75 billion, I think it should be 75 billion, if I not made a mistake. That he left for a predecessor. You know? No, how many governors have been able to do that? So even with the way he talks, a man with his real consciousness, your man must carry and say, yeah, this one has God sent. The way he talks. And right now, they've done what they want to do in PDP. They push him away. Let's see, the best way we can defeat all this party is for us to, that's why if I see any person right now, you are a youth, you are moving with somebody that is in APC, let's be setting the record straight here. Maybe now you yourself don't know what you do, or the person already take your destiny. We have seen it because we need to call this segregation. The only way we can be able to win this election is to preach segregation. Very, very important. If you have a friend that is saying APC, run from her. He's a killer. He's a killer for it, because there's nothing they can ever give to you. So God having it right now, see the way God Almighty remove Peter Obi from their midst and go to a different neutral party entirely. Do you think if God want to also give you a leader with what they've done so far, God want to give you a better leader from APC and PDP? No, nothing good can come out from that place. Nothing good can come out from that place. I wish Obaseki himself even went to go and join ACAC, was a very good party in Edo State. He would have still win. He would have still win. So I like the way the whole thing is playing. To me, it's playing on my favor. Because I don't want you, my mama, they mention PDP. And likewise, I felt you yourself. So the juju they are doing, always kind of making not to forget our authentic memory, you know, allowing go easily of the damages they are causing our lives. 1 years is gone, they will come and give us empty promises again. Automatically, we are bearing it again, all of other. At least, Nigerians should be put in the track of development and value human life. So the only person that can do that now, and if you want to also look the name in the Bible, we haven't stand campaign. So if you are a reasonable youth, you have to save yourself now. Save yourself now. Because all these things, the money you are being eating, you are going to endanger the life of your children. So if you are trying to campaign, say you want to also give us APC again, We'll keep on praying it. Okay, why not? So read that one miscarriage here because this election is going to be very, very crazy. If we miss it this time, it's gone. If we miss it this time, it's gone. I know why I'm saying my own. I know a lot of people will start coming to platform and speak. I don't believe it be big English. But right now, I'm sending the record treat so that you hear ahead of time. So APC and PDP, their mission is in John 10:10. So if you want to start electing ministers, if you want problem Obaseki still have up to today with the PDP, because all those are political gladiators. If you were to be in a new party, for example, if you are even giving a commissioner 200,000 in a month, imagine person who graduate, we don't drive Okada. Opportunity for us to bring in fresh head into the system of Nigeria. The party Peter Obi is right now, I think Labour whatever. Labour Party, for example, the party is right now. If you check those people they have not ruled once. So if it's going to be appointing anybody, we not say I've been PDP, I've been this, I spent 100 years in this thing. So electing people will be very easy. So I guess Peter Obi government is going to give room to people. You will occupy office according to your study. Okay, just look at what they are trying to portray to us. A man that cannot write a simple sentence. You are going to House of Assembly. And we does not even know the meaning of House of Assembly. We does not know the meaning of representative. We does not know the meaning of senators. We don't know the meaning. We just feel that somebody will go and Abuja, go and bring out 10 street like that's their work. They are supposed to go there and defend your right. First and foremost, that's what happens. If allocation is given out for development, that one comes. It may be tertiary. But the most important thing, the people, they are not doing it. That's why an illiterate can just come and say, vote for me, House of Assembly. How you going to do it? And these things are made for people who are read, who spend time to go to school. Because like one time, according to one joke, Michael Jackson went to America. He said he want to go and see, Akabaman, sorry. He went to America, Akabaman. He said he want to go and see Michael Jackson. Some of his friends told him, and really, but you see these days, anybody can just come into a political system, or because you have kids for them, or because you have do jobs for them, or because you can pay for them. There are political positions that are not supposed for some persons. Like House of Assembly is made for intellectual, not how many guns you have. Like Senate is made for some intellectual, not how many land you can grab and sell. Now, let it go. Say, okay, now this thing you have to do exam to be there. Majority of them cannot even pass the exam, and the time is going to be coming. This man said vote for Yemi Osinbajo. It was Yemi Osinbajo, is he not vice president? Exceptional Stanley. He may get argue where more bug boy. Yemi Osi idiot. Or a ticket has on your born vote Yemi Osinbajo. What are they be able to do? I beg, don't let me talk to you, I beg. So this is how they do their things. All they just know, I've labored for that party, for that simple reason, position can be given to anybody. So if we must make Nigeria work, it all depends on you and I. And let desist away from sowing evil seed for our generation. These were some of the mistakes our forefathers, our fathers, they make that we are suffering for today. If you are not very careful right now, your grandchildren, they will also, if we miss it this time, it's going to be another 8 years. Because once they take position, first 4 years, second year, they must do the thing again. So what we need to start doing right now is to, allow our conscience to escort us. I know a lot of people right now, their head not correct again. They can still be campaigning for, who they call this man, Tunubu tomorrow. And we have a lot of don't miscreant like that. So they don't care. They are tied to party, not what the person can give. I don't know what they do then. A young boy, you are defending APC. Now, let's come and really talk about it. What has APC been doing? Have they defended our constitution? Have they interpreted our constitution? Have they defended the right of the people? What one thing are they doing? What one thing are they doing? Settling nothing. So we are here using settlement, and thank God, most of us, you can see where I am right now. So my generation will never be killed by Boko Haram. So now you know, if una one may una spoil the Nigerian for, we'll spoil them for una. We'll spoil them for, that's what is going to happening. So for those of you that still believe you are a youth, you are in abroad, you are still tied to APC, you better go and lose yourself. There is something they use in tying you and a cow they use. Because it's not normal. It is not normal. That's why today, if you see most of our brothers that is making mistakes today, particularly in this social media, even when they are dying, I call it the pre-Madonna syndrome. Madonna will get tired on stage. He want to finish the dance. It's not about to resign, not go resign. That pre-Madonna syndrome. Even when they are dies, they want to use their last breath to defend stupidity. So let us not begin to bring those things to our politics. Let's be tired of this menace. Let's be tired of how we are being killed. Let's be tired of this no human rights in our country. Because if you check America today, it is patriots like you that stand to build America. America did not just become America. It is patriots like you and I, you who know what's called lives, who place value on human, and what their forefathers suffered for is what we are enjoying today. Imagine Abraham Lincoln was assassinated for stopping slavery, for saying, okay, please, stop, maybe from Benin, because Abraham Lincoln stopped their business. In 1861 1865, Abraham Lincoln was the one that stopped slavery. He's the one that stopped it. Benin people get hand this side because so you can see how people lost and left trying to fight for freedom for people. What you are enjoying today in American freedom of speech, people splitted their blood for it. What are you splitting yourself blood? So if you cannot let go of your APCism or PDPism, my dear, not that, you're using that just going to be what's going to happen. Because you guys cannot keep on putting us into this very mess. At least let's be realistic for once in this whole life. At least put politics aside. Where Captain today is a billionaire. Today is no more. Go and look at people in the village. They are still enjoying. Bring go Shomole come out now. Your power David. Your papa is far better. Okay, wait till they their body. Person you're ugly. Look like see this man Olusegun Obasanjo. Not be cheap as they describe those ones. So there are things money. Even the people that you feel they have money, they cannot even eat again. They are just being greedy, self-centered, and the old they saw that we can never develop this society. That's the old they saw. You can never. Even they have the money. They can do it, but they don't just want to. Because it is like when you sign contracts, they are meeting the night. That is what it permits. Don't 10-10. To steal, to kill, and to destroy. No other thing they can ever do. No other thing they can ever do. Check the old Nigeria now since 1960. Do you think the 36 state governor really want to make sure we have light, for example? We will have it. But when the head is sick, the body is sick. The other day, no, is it not 2020? I'll be 2019. When Buhari said that he want to prove NDDC. All of them started doing juju. Now hear about and come again. He says since 1999 they should come and give audit. Now, could you know there are a lot of roads in Orion that NDDC have awarded for long? Most of these things we are suffering today, most of the trees that have not been tied, they've collected money already. So who's going to ask them? Nobody's going to ask them now. Nobody's going to ask them. They've collected the money. Do you know we are supposed to be having like, but 1 or 2 persons ate the money. Look at our brothers that always believe in building hotels. Do you ever think those ones will allow they will campaign for Peter Obi? They want, as soon as there is mayhem, he boosting or he promotes their hotel business. The people selling generator and solar energy, solar light now, they will not want light to come because they are their source of income. So excepting we have to put all our differences aside and putting my own and laying my own down, every one of us should lay his own down. If the society is good, having a house is the most cheapest thing. We can have a system whereby you buy, if the system is okay, you can buy like 3-bedroom flat. It all depends. You be paying gradually, or till when you are able to buy land on your own and build your personal house. That's how the system is in Europe here. There are people that have a land, they build their personal house in their compound. While there are people who share flats with people. Inside very big building, about 300 flats will be there. Some are 2-bedroom, some are 1-bedroom flat, some are studio, some are just, 3-bedroom and all of that. Depends on the one you can afford. A system that is functioning, the house is a shelter. It's not supposed to be something you are proud of. Say, I get house. It's just the way our father used to build house those days. Those days. The modern hut where you are sitting today is the house we stay. We try to modernize it. So our father did not kill any person to achieve those things. How were they always doing it? Mutual help. Come and help me. We build my own. We also later go and build your own. That's how it's been done. Europe here, I don't think anybody take house as one kind of big thing. Some people now they don't enter full house. Millionaire. You go just park a car for outside. The car where you you say not be better car like that. But it data, but your own business where they control, you'll be surprised. But our own, the first thing in our house. At the end of the day, the house we hold one day. Where is the house of 100 years ago? Most of you, 30 years ago, your father's house were the best in your area. As a 1960 something, my father was having the best house in Uronigbe. Go and look at the hostel today. These are the hostel now, small children, they build now. But in his time, it was something, oh wow. Oh, but now our hostel for Uronigbe, now most of those some not be all the not lomare. My father was a part of the people who brought civilization to Ronigbe. The records are there now. The major problem is that if we really cooperate together, I don't think Ghana can do anything. I don't think they can do anything. And these elections don't going to be as usual. We are going to make sure that everything is monitored. But let's forget about that side first. We are still going to be doing more video about that. So let me quickly finish. So that's a system that is functioning. Don't just you are waking up, you just see where to put your head. It all depends. But these days we key to buy a house, we key to buy a car. It's just a mobility sake. Katiosa had private jet. When he was dying, sorry today I'm using him as always a case study. Because the reason why we always want to use at times a better people in our society, the kind of life they live as a case study is this. For you to know that no matter how rich you are, or where so now the name where you leave behind and the life of the people you imparted. If Katiosa is in heaven today now, he will be regretting a lot of things. Oh, I wish I know. I wish I know. What this money we I get that time, he would have been able to tie many roads. I would have joined the government to do this, but right now it's too late. Right? I'm mentioning, I think I'm mentioning Abraham Lincoln in 1865. Yeah? Look at what he did. Katiosa couldn't do it in his generation. How many people hell did Katiosa give to people in Libya? But his area of concentration was one particular Wanokwa to make sure Wanokwa is great, but every other person's life does not matter. He might be regretting a lot of things today that he was unable to do. Because whenever you advise him, he will carry the way. So now waiting we sow for this life, now we go reap. You physically sow something, now your children go reap. But the society that we are sowing, it is hard time we change that very narrative. Let's stop sowing bad society because of where we are going to put our heads. A lot of people that have died today now, I think I also saw, I don't really know whether it was during their PDP, whatever, primaries. I saw two guys inside Jeep, 2 of them died. Maybe now one of them get that Jeep now. Maybe how did they get the money? It have been politics. Allocation money now go eat them. Then how did it end up today? How did it end up today? Look at how people are dying. Even you yourself, you are alive not because you are too righteous. It is because of some kind of thing that you are doing that God likes. Why was David a man after God's own heart? David was always having this mind to rescue. David, anytime he does something wrong, we just say, Papa God, please, I'm sorry. He will never be putting blame on the next person, So let every one of us dump, because this was the same thing AAC did. I brought up this very idea. One idiot from Benin, was the one that removed him from AAC platform. I will not be ashamed to say this one here. Now, he said, I'm campaigning for Obaseki. Now, will you go and be bringing one small man? I will come to waste my voice where I don't say no if you go anywhere. These are the problems that we have. If AAC have collaborated with Obaseki, by so doing today, AAC would have been able to produce at least a councillor. We don't know how to do business. That's our problem. As a growing party, please, I want to join you. As I'm campaigning for Obaseki, I'm using the trends from a platform which I belong, which is the Young People's Party, for example, take it back because of the ideology. You know, then the governor will know, we have a lot of comrades who supported us here. Automatically, we can be given a slot. Please, if you have any person, go and let's test your capability to really also promote this very party. Then that what would have happened. But all of them started grumbling. Go and see all of them today now. AAC not even Debini. Now as we speak. Who kill it? It was some idiot. Imagine you had me inside a platform. You are comparing yourself with me, one of the most dogged comrades in the whole world, telling me that I they bring up Baseki matter. Even this I think Edith Sokman also. I don't know how one news came out. That one we're trying to even be a gubernatorial aspirant or be candidate. I don't know. You know, all of them were trained and say 6 more picking. What you know you cannot achieve this thing. A lot of people want just to make name for themselves. They want just to carry that ballot box. They want their name to be printed. For me, it's not all about that. Better life is what I need for everybody. They say traveling is a part of the education. Some of the things I've learned about 20 years away from home, for example, 19 years precisely away from home, is let's always care about our people in the society who are not living well. Even when we are passing through desert, you will see Arabo with a sheep, a shepherd. He will give you his umza. But the same we fight you and collect the same umza from you. The problem I was having in Rock, we are not caused by umza. We are caused by from Edo people. A boy from Ronigbe, you have died now. I pronounce death upon him. They set us up, me and my friends. It was called by Edo people. It was called by Edo people. Very, very wicked. Most of them, they are very deadly. At times you see foreigners, the way they will treat you. Just check our constitution today. Check the people that fought for right for us. Common freedom of speech. Check the people that fought for it. There are no black man there. Apart from Martin Luther King. Martin Luther is a Benin person. We are talking about kingdom. What did our kingdom stand for? What is our kingdom protecting? Is it freedom of speech? Is it freedom to life? Is it freedom of assembly? Is it freedom that you can coexist in this society apart from humiliation? Now, the old slave they sold, the human sacrifice, what did they use it to do? I'm waiting from an idiot to come and start saying it. The human sacrifice that we are doing, that what make us today. We are #1 in the world. Come and tell us. Don't be ashamed. If you can say you have been doing human sacrifice, for example, also be bold enough to tell us the development this thing have drawn to our society, or how he have made our life to be better. At the end of the day, he put us in a precarious positions. The same Oibo will look at you and say, stop treating your children like that. If not because of this same way these people are afraid of, they would have said some idiots, say, go on, they will do it. But thank God today, we are living in a society where freedom of speech is exercised to its apex. So Edo people, black people, they hardly do something that will favor generation to come, rather than they subject you onto suffering. Look at the Ohen we are creating. Look at the Odion we. Look at the Okavo. Look at the king we are making. What importance are they today? I don't know why people don't think. They are looking at the throne. What is coming out from the throne? What attributes is the throne to the society? So when I think where you are so down a basket, automatically you are going to repeat. You will repeat. Because we should stop this nonsense. Let's have a better society. Now, if I dey here at times now Meregbo Dogode, where I can be able to hear my voice, so that I can talk. Person don't say, okay, the next flash say they disturb me, depends on the anointing. Do you know at times I'm talking here right now? Some person will see the use and tell me from this and say me and shut up my mouth. Why some person will just come and say, bien. You know, you are seeing me at times fight in word against some certain whiteys. Everybody is not the same. Why some people they give me hand? So it's like that. But our society, everything is the same. The only way you can know those useless sons abroad, it is what they support. It is what they support. They support all manner of things. They are supporting it that is putting us, that is causing chaos to our lives. Me, I will not be proud of a father who is not making me proud outside. At least by now, we should stand for something. This is what black stand for. That's why in Abuja, we are sending idiots. Up to today, we are still sending animals. We are sending legislatives instead of the legislators. We are sending horribles instead of honorables. They will not go to Abuja and come back with tangible things rather than build one school there. Is that one the work of House of Rep or Dundee United? That one is not a work of a House of Rep. So you don't have. He simply said that you don't have representation, and these people, they don't even know what they are doing. As soon as they can just drink blood without vomiting, you can kill for any politician. We are giving you this slot. Under normal condition, for you to be elected, it is a very huge responsibility. It's just the same way right now. I call myself an bishop of activism. I'm unable to differentiate myself from other comrades. If you watch it today now, in the whole Nigeria, no comrade do what I does. But I mean no go school, I mean local pass. But there is a way I do my own thing that you don't watch me without getting something tangible. But the people be English and who know how to put question mark. I was telling my second now, say, where I for tire and there be full stop. I don't believe on apostrophe. At times I say you go dot something for where you're not supposed to dot them. But there are people when they are writing, they put everything apostrophic S. Question mark. Now where me for tire? As I do the right. Yeah, was a can be now can be now he was swear your pie. One if you want to start saying I did not put apostrophe S or question mark or whatever, is your luck. But the people that I'm talking to, they know quite what I'm saying. So if you call yourself a legislative, tell me any of these people legislators. They don't even know the rule of habeas corpus. They don't even know the rule of habeas corpus that somebody will not be jailed for month, somebody will not be in detention for more than 48 hours, until when it be sentenced by the law court. They don't know it. Most of our House of Assembly, they don't know it. But they go there, they always see allocation worry, 5 solar lights. Check from a door animal. The Senate they went. Let them tell you the meaning, what senators stand for. And go and check American senators. Check people like Rampor. Check Ted Cruz of Texas. Check this man, Bob Menendez of New Jersey. You need to, these are people that defend the right of the people. But our own, Matoro idiot. All he brought it was secret. All back again have voluntary like with 218 and be 219. All that voluntary now. They are not doing anything. Agbeu go be senator. How will a country like that moves? So now waiting we so now we reap because we don't even question their result. Anything. Imagine this man in America where the House of Assembly. Yeah. I can't just say. There are things you can do. Tell them, please, give me a security, whatever. Look at what I can provide. We're not meant to defend it. Why can't you defend the right of the people? So we are very happy when we are electing idiot to go and represent you. What did you expect? Imadi Ogbedeyama, what did he know? What did Matrorohide, what does he put on table? The way we have been hearing about Senator Dilo Melaji fighting in the Senate. How many times have you ever heard that a video of Matrorohide surface out defending one particular thing? Most of us, we don't even know. You only know the work of Archbishop of activism. You only know, say, that he come, that boy must talk. The way you are holding me accountable, hold your leader accountable. We are supposed to be supporting what they've said. But right now, we are the one creating laws for ourselves. How many senators, how many House of Rep, how many House of Assembly have come out and said, well, hey, man, they will not say it. If not for Obaseki, House of Assembly would have put it to law. Or will you 5 years imprisonment. House of Assembly in Edo State. If it is there, you would have won. Who were here win? So most of us, we don't know the effectiveness of a good government. We just believe that government is all about to tie road. Any government that can protect your rights is a good governor. Any government that can protect your rights, who does not send unnecessary arrest, go and bogo this person. That is a yamun. Ma marok ba etian remedia. I marok ba etian iyan wa kema wa gedo wa gia wa call ye webo. Or wa bogo le iyan wa ya report to a station. Iyan wo fi pe gedo. They will do it. But Obaseki, a calm person, he believes in freedom of speech. Now, these people, they are not defending your freedom of speech. So we want a Nigerian that we convey everybody. We want a Nigerian that everybody will live equally. I know there is a sense that why Mr. Jones of the Animals Farm, he says some are born equal, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than the other. You know, I tell us here the other day, according to my father, he says some are born great, while some achieve greatness. But at least there should be greatness. Not a situation whereby you see people life being rehabilitated. You know, nothing is working for anybody. You know, some certain group of person is oppressing the other and nobody cares. Yeah? The society is not made for everybody. Look at right now, children are growing every day by day. At time when I saw children of about 18 years ago, so young, now the fathers have not been able to create anything that for them. Now they because your stupid house built in Nigeria. If your pikin stay that house now, so you finish a year 2 university, the house you said you built, where you can let your children not carry loan. Let them really go for a better course. So you 3 years of university. So we have not done anything. Until we are able to create enabling environment, then we cannot be happy. The white men today, do you know why they are always happy? Because they created an enabling environment. It gives them joy. Enabling environment, it gives them joy. Imagine everybody right now, look at people. They are all fishing. They just come here right now, just come and be fishing for fun. You see them? People are relaxing, fishing for fun. Some will just be here morning till night. Then at the end of the day, now one small fish you go catch, you'll see they happy. They are fishing for fun. Hey sister, let anything they happen just now. As ambulance they come. As ambulance they come. Now so this the fire brigade they follow on too. Now so police they follow on. Hey sister, but the people we are electing, they are all glutton. They don't know what's called better society. I think that people, if we must even give a people position, some kind of delicate positions in Nigeria, it should be people who have taken study as a part of traveling as a part of education, who have also traveled, who have international awareness, who can be able to differentiate this thing is good or bad. You know, not one villager, one local government chairman, he have not traveled once all his life. All they just do, the market they ever go to build, they build it anyhow. You can never put down a structure and say, this structure kind of structure, we used to see it in Oklahoma. Edo State building, exactly the one of Oklahoma. The difference is that the shape and all of other. We don't have such system. We don't have such system. People we are electing are done this. You are wanting a foolish man to go and represent you. What are you going to expect? You are not going to be expecting more from that foolish person. So it's that time we elect a leader. Look at Buhari they were bringing out. They'll come go. Look at, let's use American president for example. How many American presidents do you see that release speech? Let me use Donald Trump. Donald Trump, anywhere he go for rally, he don't write people's name down. He know how he congressmen by name. He know their date of birth. A leader should be read. The very day you are trying to come into political arena, at least there are 1 or 2 things you should know. That qualifies you. If today now I cannot quote anything, I think I was able to tell you the rule of habeas corpus. But most of our senators, they don't even know it. And these are some of the preliminary things they're supposed to know. Right of the people. The same way lawyers, some lawyer will quote 1999 Constitution as I made them in 2000. There are some pastors today, only what the verse of the Bible they have in their head. Until they prepare down a message and read it from paper, they cannot give a message. Tell some pastor to go to the field the way I go to the field and start preaching. They can't do it. Just read for them and they start re-echoing it. Jesus Christ was going. Jesus Christ come across the man. Read chapter 2 for me. Ability for them to re-echo it, third body. After 2 words, then drink water. Say your miracle is on the way. They don't study extra. They are not read. That's just the thing. So we have this kind of people in our society. You see, when Peter Obi is talking, you could see a man with wisdom. You could see a leadership quality in him. There are some people, they just tell you they are leaders. They are only just leaders by bullying people. They are leaders by saying, Kiriwa Taiwan. They don't have that charisma of a leadership. They don't know how to tolerate. They don't know how to give. As a leader must have to learn to give benefit of doubt. Look at this person doing things. This is not how it's supposed to be. You know, at least this man have a record. There's already a track record already. Please, we are urging all diaspora. All this your PDP now, so you get PDP card, so you get APC card. May you forget them. What will even save you now? Support Peter Obi. Wherever he go follow him. If you even look at the name of the Peter in the Bible, I one be in the Ladian, but my one. Ima ade yezel Ladian. Every Peter Obi. Ima ade yezel Ladian. To every of the candidates we have seen so far. I know somebody were trying to write to see Bajo. So the man is qualified. The man is overqualified. Let's forget about politics. So all these people that always call you support so and so person, please follow your heart. Don't let anybody use you again for his own personal benefit. You cannot expect now somebody say, okay, now sir, we campaign for you. Know I have followers now. They just do call you abroad and you start campaigning. If now person come me and support Obaseki, do you know today I'll be regretting? But I did it because God were the one that showed up. Me also nobody. I can't go carry and go meet one woman. Always support Obaseki. So it was later the 200 useless appreciation 1,000 I now remember. He get me. Then he may not be because 200,000 I never bargained. This thing came as a result of at least if support him. Now recharging your phone, you know. But people took it as if I collected money. What about the people who play politics to enrich themselves, who play politics to build a house, collect money on your detriment, give you any kind of leaders? So we don't want such a thing again. Such people, we are going to retire them. And the only way we can retire them, come back to your real consciousness. What will make God to even allow, if at all you have this graphene in your system, begin to support good things. Don't be supporting that same bad thing you used to support. I'm very close right now. Look at the sea here. A matter of an hour can. See, 2 meters away from the seashore, because there's no too much vibration. If vibration there, then cannot even hear here. So please, let's take it as a responsibility. Every one of us. They tell your man your part down now. Then a Labour Party now for come out now. So anywhere you go, we go follow on. Most support this very man. So these people where they build house, our political talks for house, we don't see help them reach. If they say the one where they don't get from past this where they don't already if they want to keep on supporting bad leader, so far money reach their hand, they'll use their children here to pay. We want a better life. People were pulling money from PDP, pulling money from APC. I was spending my IS money for AAC. At the end of the day, it did not work. But here I am today, still doing the Osho free. Nobody have called me about Peter Obi. I'm in media the same way you are in media. I saw what he have done. He declared that he's coming out as a Nigerian president. So every one of us, we should join hands together. The betterment of our country, it should be everybody's responsibilities. The betterment of our country, let it be everybody's responsibilities. Let it not be that after all, now you know, no. The people that are supposed to be saying I know now people like us. But you know, I've heard it tell I not get a parking man for Nigeria. I can choose not to even enter Nigeria again the rest days of my life. Even if I do one, but we will not take such decisions because everybody get the way God to create them. I was telling one Senegal man yesterday. Now I said this life, everybody get what he can do. Now for me, I'm to fight to defend the rights of the people. Maybe your own are to the key, my own are to fight to defend, and which I'm doing today. So every one of us should find our calling. There is something you love doing best. Begin to call people now. If you are a woman, you have a husband. Tell your husband, explain to him in a lay form. If you have a friend who used to play politics, tell her and say, my brother, at least it's hard time for us to have a country that will call our own. Because if our country is good today, we'll have a lesser headache. I told you the other day, your value is what makes your passport to be valueless. At the time Nigeria stand on his feet, Nigeria got his hygiene, Nigeria have his own shin and shine. So there are so many countries in the world we used to use visa to. It will become visa free. Don't be so surprised. Spain one day will become visa free. In the future, if you want it to happen, it will become visa free. You don't even need to use visa. If at all it's going to also be a visa set, you just go there and apply 2 days to you want to go to so and so because your country is good. When your country is bad, if you are obtaining visa to go to that place, it becomes a problem. Do you think a Spanish man right now, if he's to obtain visa to go to America, he's going to apply for 20 years? No. He will just apply online, they give it to him on time because his country is good. But we Africans, you go do juju, tire. Do juju, call Ohen, all pastor go play you. Say your visa will soon be out. Imagine a country where they use your visa comes out, becomes a miracle. Can Spanish man right now say that he got a visa to America? He start giving testimony. We put everything on demo. No, it because of our system. The system we have been supporting is what is making every one of us today to be real yaring. So for this Oya to stop, so we have to also stop some certain things we used to do before. Because you cannot keep on doing one thing and expect a different result. You are going to be getting the same result. So whether you are in abroad or you are in Nigeria, please, let's fix up our nation. Let's have a home to call our own. Most of you have labored. You have said yourself, you are doing manner of things just for you to have a house in your country. You cannot enjoy that kind of house with this recent jurisdiction we are facing. Insecurity everywhere. Things are not working. Nigeria have what it takes to make it great. Nigeria have what it takes to make it okay. Just that we have a bunch of idiots as a leaders. If we are supporting people, we don't even care if we are anything we are supporting them for. Imagine Agberu came out and said it's going to House of Assembly. Most of you were lost in emotions. Go and ask, is that place made for Agberu or intellectuals? We should be able to be electing people according to what they can do. You are a freedom fighter. Stop fooling ourselves. You cannot tell me right now to come and do secretary work for you. When I've already told you that now we are for tire for the full stuff or something. You may end up writing, just be continuous essay. Huh? Instead of narrative essay, I turn it to argumentative essay for you. Now you know. Every one of us we have unique something which we study that we can do. So please, everybody cannot be a president. But it will be good if you can also support and elect a president in your own time. Today, now, at least, most of us, some persons are proud that they supported Obaseki. Why? Because the man, academically, is driving the state. He lays foundations. But fools cannot see it. Fools cannot see it. The tiger and lion cannot see it. Because he removed them away from the streets. Go and bring your certificate and let me give you work. Imagine one refrat celebrating 1 billion. Our graduate who bought midnight candle don't even have 100,000 in their accounts. You know, what did they do to get such money? So we want a system that will benefit the academia. Because these people, the reason when you are playing football, they are reading. It is not easy. The education should be valued in our society. When you are playing, they are reading. Most of them, the work they are supposed to work is given to Agbeo. The essence of them, most of you today, you train all your brothers in school. You know the kind of dirty job you use to train them. But today, now you see the same money go to give their wife. Because the system is bad. If it's going to school, it does not shoot gun. I won't give them that opportunity. It will never. If you don't know who Sabi kill, who is going to give you the free landing to become whatever you want to become? So in abroad, there is what you know. In Nigeria, is who you know. In abroad, there it is what you know. If you submit your CV, they look at it. Maybe they gave you test, you pass it, automatically you get the job. You get the job. I know at times influence still work anyway, but I'm talking about if you really go school, my dear. If you are asking from Italy, you are asking for doctoring, whatever in UK or nurse. If your result is good, they just tell you to come immediately. If you want them to give you house, they give you accommodation. Depends on what you can do. But in our own story, all our brothers and sisters that went to school, go and see them today. How much are they receiving? Not be now, Pastor can come with to increase their salary to 40,000, which is not still up to about 100 euros. Yeah. The money we will put for wallet, the 100 euro now, a half tank or equity no when I have any for Ghana. Depends on the liter of your whatever. Huh? 100 euro now, every tank a motor. For the people that have 80 liter, some person has 100 and then the rest. He can't go anywhere. But this is what we are going to labor for 30 days. At the end of the day, they still manage up their life. If they want to even gather their salary, how are they going to be able to amount to the money they use in going to school? So please, let's stand up on our feet. We are not going to be talking about this matter all the time. Please, send this very message across to everyone. May it drop that EAC. Now that even there is a little problem going on there, his own fans add it to, if you leave Metwell for Nigeria, add it to Peter Obi. Then this guy also bring his own, what they call it, a wiki, Rochas or Korocha, EFCC man, bring him to it. The people that want to really save Nigeria, now we want to know. The people that really have Nigeria at heart, now we want to know. At times, some certain situations happen, some certain things happen for you to know the kind of friends around you. So that's it. I don't even I know, sure, if something ever happen, you not gonna know your friend. We want to really know the people who want Nigeria to go forward. Not you saying from your own this thing. When it now come from practical, now everybody going to be running. Even the people you even expected that they are going to come out and support Peter Obi, you are still going to see them clicking to any person that come from APC. That's what they do because let's see, except you say God, no day. Waiting they sow this time, they give all that will kill us. Now their children and their wives, now they will fake key. Me, I go want to make their eye reach out. Because we have to change this very negative narrative that is out there. We need to change it. We must have to change it. Europe were built by the Europeans. The Europe we are today were built by them. So Africans should be built by us. So we have to build it. So thank you very much for that. So we have to build it ourselves. We have to build it. So we have spent too much time in letting plain politics. So let's not face policy. We have played too much politics. The people that have black platform, all these fake artists and fake gospel artists. Let's see what they are going to come up with this time around. Whether we'll still play on Arino. So we are saying it ahead. This is not politics as usual. This is not politics as usual. You got this something in 2019, everybody they suffer. So now what you wanna do? Now make me they suffer. Now our people they die push so. Una campaign for Buhari, ring election for Buhari. So this time around, we don't need them again. We don't need them back. Please. We don't need them again. Let's be serious for once. Let's be serious for once. If you belong to any party, you know that supporting one very particular person just to make name. He was one first presidential aspirant or presidential candidate. That one does not add. The most interesting thing, let's have a better society. One person's name will definitely come out. Like Donald Trump right now, there are people who are also doing well, but now in name now with the praise. Like Biden right now, no ho ho anania. There are people that is working under him. their name is not being mentioned. Now him, now everybody they narrate. So now so life be. So one particular person, all the money we spend in AAC, for example, now so already blow. But today, now in name, he still carry. Now so life be. If you made person, it does not mean the person must come and be worshiping you. May still go. Right now, we have also helped him. This is the time we also need him to help another person. If you want to continue with this fake whatever, although do are not concern you, Brafa agitation not concern you, you want to become president. Nigga, no, a president here. Let everybody leave his ego, leave your shell, leave your pomposity, leave that state of adagaduism, leave those things that you feel that make you feel buzzy. Drop your ego, let your hands together, and make the country work. If you work, now you yourself go see get rest of mind. At least the democracy you say you have been fighting for since the time of Abiola, now you go fit come. So if you end up dying like that, nothing will also happen. So if we allow Atiku to take it, then every one of us, what you see inside will be around. So let your hands together. Wike, Rochas, opportunity for you to decamp to Labour Party. Join your brothers. Want to remove political differences. Join your own brothers. Save your Igbo people. At least, if it become, I know say a lot of people to the lot of Brad fans now. Some, no, not all. They may also be campaigning against the same Peter Obi and Brafa they need. That's why I make a parable just now. There are different ways to eat the yam. Either roasting, either cooking, or by frying. So this freedom can come in different forms. Freedom can easily come when you have a leader who believes in dialogue. When you have a leader who have human feelings and human sympathy. That's how freedom comes quick. If, for example, right now, a lot of people make kingship to tire every one of us, right? But if we have a king who really cares the same way he is in abroad, you know, nobody will be talking about his kings. These people, they are just there, they don't go anywhere. They are just there, talk well, last and keep on killing us. That's what they do. But a lot of people, because they are senseless, they are not seeing anything wrong with it. You know, if they are doing well, that's why the book of First Timothy 5 verse 17. He said, let the elder that rule well be found, be counted worthy of double honor, especially those that labor in word and in doctrine. What doctrine? There is a laid down principles, or a laid down instructions, or a laid down constitution of a community. The people that work by it, the people that labor in word, who speaks for freedom for people. When people are being underestimated, when you are being called to come and settle issue, you settle it well. He said, let them be counted worthy of double honor. Now, what about these same people? They are not doing anything worthy. What happens? Who do anyhow go see anyhow? Because I'm not seeing any reason why any Nigerians as a leader should be respected. Because they are always putting us in the state of Inyenyewu. There's nothing good to write home about them. I was talking to a man today. We were discussing about our normal day-to-day life politics, you know. I can say your country good though. You can say Nala, you not gonna say go to my country. You can't even speak. If you speak there, you get me. I say no, eso no puedo say, Ahí que hablar. Nosotros no puedo hablar. Nosotros no puedo hablar. Ahí mucha gente, si tú estás en unos sitios, no puedo expresar bien como quiere. You cannot breathe well. You have to minimize your breathing. Even Nana Tihina 8 because if you lie, they may drop you out of that place. But people don't see anything wrong. The freedom of speech have been choosing away from our society. And this is don't bother anybody. Even you that is passing through, it does not bother you. For how long will you keep on living the life? May I just offer the manage here? And God, they have given you power to dominion. We don't have dominion, but we have a bro who doesn't have a home. Please, let's begin to think about how we can be able to talk to our parents at home. All those make PDP and APC, you forget that. Collect their money, vote for Peter Obi when the time comes. Please, we need a change. So not be PDP and APC want bring the change. Let's get the change from another perspective. So this same party, they dealt with us enough. They dealt with us enough. So maybe the biblical meaning of Peter, according to the story the Roman wrote, we'll also be using it for campaign. You know, that's how we know how to do. We'll bring it out. Not a setting. Let me see. Then how do I differentiate between the bad and the good? So happy Sunday once again to each and every one of you that's watching right now. Please do not hesitate to share this very broadcast. Today, day 29, Sunday, May 2022. So God bless you all. Our phone number is +34 631 056 284. Our phone number is +34 631 056 284. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God bless you. Ciao.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Newton, let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.